The weather making us today could make some of us worried about our pipes freezing up, which, you know, can lead to a huge mess. So what can we do to make sure that that does not happen?
Genz-Ryan joins us now. He's the owner and president of Genz-Ryan. John, this is a circumstance that can be a real crisis for someone if this happens to them.
Absolutely. Good morning, Jason and Heather. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
We are well. Thank you for being with us today.
We know you're busy today.
Yeah, I know a lot of what you end up doing right now is just dealing with people's furnaces who have failed. But what sorts of things can people do to try to, well, I suppose let's start here. How do you know if you even need to worry about this? You know, if you have a newer home, is this a concern, or is it just older homes, or what?
You know, it's really, it can be just about anything. Old home, new home, it doesn't really necessarily matter. Obviously, there are, you know, typically older homes are going to have a little bit more, I guess we'll call them leaks in the structure that could cause problems. Older systems, the older they get, sometimes you can have more things to worry about. But, you know, I think, you know, there's things you can do to kind of help things along and make sure you don't have these problems. You know, like, you know, I always tell people these things never happen at a convenient time, right? It never happens, you know, when the plumber or the heating technician is available. Typically later hours on a weekend when it's extremely cold, and you know, but truly and honestly, I think there's a lot of prevention you can do to help these things prevent them from happening ideally, and if they do happen, you're minimizing your exposure and your risk. So
John, give us some specific examples, because you have some in the prevention area.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's little things you can do. If the water is moving in your system, that can help a little bit. So like going into your kitchen and turning the cold water on just a tiny bit to let that water drip out of the faucet, that can help. Doing something like opening the doors underneath your kitchen sink cabinet or in your vanity cabinets if you have an area that's especially drafty, or if you know you have a problem area, that'll let the warmer air into the cabinet and keeping those pipes from freezing. The biggest thing though is, you know, you want to make sure that your heating plant, whether that's a furnace or a hot water boiler system, making sure that that is running effectively. On furnaces, outside of your house, you can get in the areas where you have those exhaust pipes coming out, making sure that there's no ice buildup or blowing and drifting snow there, preventing those the intake and exhaust pipes from functioning properly. Real simple thing is your furnace filter, changing that on a regular basis. Not all furnace filters are the same, but as a good rule, like every time you pay your mortgage or your, you know, whatever utility bill that you have to pay, your credit card bill, anytime you're paying that, go change your air filter. That's an easy thing to do.
Smart. Very good advice. We appreciate it. Hopefully no one has to deal with it, but we know some of you will, for sure. Genz-Ryan, president and owner of Genz-Ryan. Thanks, John.
Thank you very much.